amazing. Hi guys.
Hey there, welcome back. I want to make a video series of us playing Five Nights at Freddy's.
We do not qualify for ad campaign. Welcome back to Babel.
You want to do a snap?
Yeah, let's do a snap.
Okay,
Ready?
3, 2, 1.
That was good.
That was better than last time. Hello everyone.
Welcome back.
Yay!
Yay. Okay, I want to
feel-
start off.
Oh,
you
go ahead. You go.
Oh,
Okay, I'll go. I just wanted
You
to
go.
say, I feel less nervous now that we've gotten our first episode out of the way, and I
do
did
too.
want to publicly apologize for the 7-minute silence at the end of our episode. Listen, I was really struggling in the beginning to edit that episode because I had never done it before. I know what to do now. I know what I'm doing now.
you did a
But
wonderful job.
I did work for 4 hours and it still had that flaw in it. But just wanted to apologize. It won't happen again, I swear.
It just left people on the edge of their seat.
Yeah,
They were
we
like,
like
"What's
to
gonna
mix
come
it up a
next?"
lot. We like to mix it up, you know. What were you going to say?
But yeah, I was just going to say thank you to everyone for listening. I mean,
I know. So many people
Like-
listen. I was not expecting that many.
it's been so fun to kind of just see on our side, like, our little analytics. So fancy.
I know.
But
I love
it's
like
obviously-
looking at stuff like that.
I know. Like, none of this is about the numbers or anything like that, but it has been really cool to see, like, how many people we've been reaching and how many places we've been reaching.
Yeah, that was
We're
so cool.
international.
We're
after episode
international,
1.
y'all.
So that was you guys. Oh my god, thank you. But yeah, it's been really cool. I've also, like, lots of people have been reaching out and showing their support and telling how much they love it. And that has
Yeah.
been really cool. I feel like I've reconnected with a lot of people in the last couple days
Yeah, me too.
because of it, which has been really wonderful. So thank you all for that. I mean, that's just really neat.
Thank you and bless you.
This is something that people enjoy. Also, so at the end of the last episode, we were like, what do we call our audience? And I was like, babblers. I don't know, that was dumb. I was like, what if we just call them babies? Because babies babble.
Babies. Oh, wait.
Like,
Okay,
hi,
we could do that.
babies.
Hi, babies. Okay, that's fine.
Is that cute or is that, like, cringe?
I think if we're two best friends and we have a podcast, it's already cringe, so let's just lean into it.
Let's lean into it. If anyone, now that we actually have an audience, like, I know who I'm speaking to now, if anyone, like, absolutely has feelings about that, please tell us.
Let us know, or else we're gonna call you babies.
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 Not in a condescending way, in a we love you and we're glad you're here way. You know?
Okay.
Anyway, that's all I got.
I also wanted to say last episode, Amelia's mic was turned down too low, and I was
I'm
like
sorry.
I kept picking up my mic, and you can hear like rustling. We're trying our best, and we're doing better. Hopefully,
We're trying
this
something
episode.
new today.
Yeah. Okay, before we get into our topic, do you want to kind of go over what you've been listening to, watching recently?
Yes. I need to stop. I'm like fidgeting with everything in my sight.
Oh, I know. I've got my fidget spinner with
It's
me.
really bad. I'm also gonna try to stay like close to my mic so we don't have sound issues. Okay. I haven't really been watching anything because I am busy. Yeah, I don't think I've watched anything all week.
Wow.
That's kind of insane. Just TikTok, you know, the usual.
Yeah.
The usual. Listening to Emergency Intercom, of course. Music-wise, I am really obsessed with Remy Wolf.
Okay.
Very summer, very fun. Really love it.
I think I've listened to a few of their songs before.
So good. Anthony Kiedis is such a good song. Sugar is another good song. It's just really fun, like very like indie pop. I don't know if I would call it like hip hop or what, but it's got like I love it. It's really
Okay.
fun.
Cool.
What else? I've been listening to... God, I don't even know. Just a mix. I've been very into the Spotify mixes.
Okay.
They
Like
do
the
a
daily
really good
the
job.
daily mix.
That, but also, like, if you search any emotion or, like, any, like, kind of vibe or mood, it'll pop up with... I just whacked my microphone. That's gonna be really loud. So, like, if I'm in a really good mood, I'll search, like, happy mix, and it'll, like, based on, like, what I listen to, it'll make a playlist of, like,
Oh, based on what
songs
you
that
listen
pick up.
to?
Yeah, like, it's
Oh,
all,
that's so
like,
cool.
my songs. So
Okay.
it's kind of, like, and they update pretty frequently, too. So that's been kind of cool, just because I love making playlists, but that's an easy way to find stuff. So that's cool. Anyway, what about you?
Well, I have been listening to Eliza McLam a lot. Her
I love
EP,
Eliza McLam.
her EP, Salt Circle, is so good. I am obsessed with it recently. I've been listening to the Cockatoo Twins. My favorite songs by them are Ice Blink Luck and Squeeze Wax. Those are both really good. I've been listening to a little Ice Spice. Not gonna lie. I love her so much. Yeah. Muna, obviously, because it's summer. It's
love
Muna time.
I also,
That's pretty much-
sorry, I just thought of more. Arlo Parks' new album. So good. So summertime.
Her posters were everywhere when I went to London.
Oh, that's amazing.
You know, when I went to London, a few weeks ago, and I was like internationally traveling, and I like had my passport, and I looked really good in the photo, and it's just like,
she's like abroad and stuff.
yeah, it was just like the best time of my life, and I'm like,
Living your best life.
yeah.
Yeah, no, Arlo Parks is fantastic. Also Fleetwood Mac. Kind of the basic, like, popular ones. But when I'm feeling dramatic, Silver Springs.
Okay.
I could talk about that song forever.
We should do a whole
Drama.
episode on music recommendations because...
Can we? Because I want to tell stories behind songs and things.
Actually, that would be fun. You know what we could do? We could, like, break down the song, because I watched this YouTube video of this poet who listened to Phoebe's album for the first time, and, like, she stopped after every song and, like, debriefed and kind of, like, gave her, like, interpretation of it, and it was so interesting. I watched, like, the entire hour of it. We could do something like that. That would be fun.
I would love to do that.
We can
I
do
love
that.
analyzing things, even if I don't know what I'm talking about.
True, but everyone analyzes in a different way, so you probably do know what you're talking about.
That's true. But yeah,
Okay.
lots of good music. Niall Horan's new album next week.
Next week? Woo!
Yeah,
he's
Friday.
gonna be touring in Ireland when I'm studying abroad. I'm so excited.
Cause this episode is gonna drop the same day his album drops.
Wait, really? Friday?
Yeah.
Wait, y'all better tune into this first.
Yeah, we're more important.
With our 47 listeners.
Okay, that's a lot of listeners.
It is for us.
That's a lot.
And I'm
That
happy
is
with
for
it. I'm happy with
anybody.
it.
I
Yeah.
am too. I like it. All right. What's next?
You want to get into the main deal of the episode?
Yeah, should we get into it?
Or do you want to talk about your week? Because I could talk about my week as well.
I want to hear about your week.
Okay.
How have you been?
I got a haircut 2 days ago, and it's very shaggy. It's very shaggy,
Looks
like
incredible.
shaggy, like almost mullet, but not fully.
Shaggy and Scooby.
And you can be Scooby.
Oh, retro.
Retro.
Retro. Did you go to Local Honey?
Yes. If you're in Nashville, go to Local Honey and get your hair done by Sophia, because I am obsessed with her. She always does such a good job on my hair, and I love it. That whole, like, anyone there, they're all really good.
I had Rachel. She was
Rachel.
awesome.
I had someone else before Sophia, but I can't remember their name. They were also good. But yeah, I did that. And I worked a bunch.
Fun.
Yeah, at the new place I work, we don't close until 11, so I have to stay till like 12, and I don't go to bed until 1, and that's very late for me. So I'm tired, but what about you? How was your week? Oh, wait, first, before you tell me about your week, I just want to say I've been eating this snack that I got in London. Sorry to keep talking about it. They're called squashies. And, like, wait, I'm going to show you the package. Aren't they the cutest things ever?
That's so cute. Is it like candy?
Yeah, it's like a mix between like a marshmallow and a Swedish fish, except they don't have the same taste as Swedish fish. They're like raspberry flavored.
I like it. That's cool.
Yeah. Okay. Now you tell me about your week.
Do you remember that one Victorious episode?
Which one?
With
Be more specific.
With Kat and whatever that snack was called. It was like hold on, I'm looking it up.
Was it like a candy?
It was like, was it Bibble?
Bibbler? The only one I can think of right now is the one where they try to go to a Kesha concert. Bibble?
Yeah, and it was like popcorn. It was just like a snack. Yeah.
No, I know what you're talking about. Kat's Bibble.
She was like
addiction.
Yeah.
You can make it. There's a Facebook link, how to make Bibble from Victorious.
We should do a cooking episode when you come here.
We can make, well, maybe we shouldn't make Bibble because this looks absolutely disgusting, but
we can make other
it.
things.
Yeah.
No, anyway, you made me think about that. My week has been really good. Just working, kind of hanging out. I'm slightly ill. I'll literally have 2 bad allergy days, and then I have a sinus infection, and it's terrible, but I'm on the mend. It's been raining a lot, which I kind of love. I wore a sweater yesterday.
What is the weather?
Nice.
What's the weather like there? Because it is so humid and awful here.
Well, Friday it was like 85 degrees and terrible and hot, and yesterday it was 50.
Global warming.
And raining.
Oh,
overnight.
That's scary.
But so it's kind of been all over the place, but it's raining again today. But no, my week has been really good. Lots of fun little days and moments.
Good. That's good to
I'm
hear.
addicted to Mario Party.
Mario Party?
Yeah, I have an addiction.
What's Mario Party?
It's the one where it's like a board game. And you do, like, you have to, like, go get the stars on the board and do the
Is it on
games.
the Switch?
Yeah.
I've never played that one.
A new one came out.
Oh, I'm a Mario Kart girl.
I played some Mario Kart too.
Who is your go-to Mario Kart character?
Yoshi. I love
Yoshi?
I'm a Yoshi girl.
Okay.
I am.
I'm a Princess Peach girl.
Yeah, I only won Mario Party once. I did not win Mario Kart, but I won Rainbow Road, which is like insane and never happens, cool. And that will never be forgotten because I was very proud of that. But no, it's been a good week. Today was super productive. I woke up and was like, I'm gonna clean my space, and I did laundry, and I showered, I dusted everything. I cut my own hair. Speaking of haircuts, I went and visited some of my friends upstairs, and they lent me thinning shears, which I have really thick hair, so that's anyway, I'm kind of obsessed with them. I went a little crazy.
It looks good. I like it.
Did
you cut your bangs?
I did.
Yeah, they look
They're
good.
a little. I need to go back in because I cut it and then I washed it. I don't get why your hair has to be wet to cut it.
What they do at my place is like they'll cut layers, but then they'll fix it up when it's dry. So they'll cut a little when it's dry. The thing is, like, when they cut your hair and it's just like completely dry, all the little specks of hair get all over you and you're itchy for the rest of the day.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the only reason I don't like it, but I don't know why it doesn't like, maybe it's easier to like see how long your hair is when it's just like straight and wet. I don't know.
I don't know. I did mine dry and then I showered, and then I'm letting it air dry, and as soon as it's dry again, I'm gonna go in and like make sure I didn't mess it all up.
Yeah.
But that was fun.
Before we move on, I just want to point out, I think Bibble is in Sam and Cat and not Victorious.
There was definitely a Victorious episode.
Oh, well then her Bibble arc is continued in Sam and Cat. She looks crazy.
She is crazy, but we love her. We're a girl's girl.
Yeah,
what?
no,
I don't know what I'm talking about.
We're a girl's girl.
We are.
It's called Pappy Van Bibble.
Wasn't that the name of the person? Okay, anyway, we're getting way off
track
here.
Do you remember that one episode where they're like, what is it called? Where Robbie's like doing this? He's like slapping, like, what is it called?
Oh, step?
It's not step. It's ham boning?
Yeah, ham boning. I do remember that episode.
I love that episode. Okay, let's move on from Victorious.
All right, we're moving on. Big exciting thing we have planned for you guys today that is so original and has never been done before.
This has never been done on a podcast before, and I just want to say, like, we're the first people to think about it, like, and I'm really excited to do it.
Yeah, obviously we're being sarcastic because we did not come up with this, but I thought it would be fun. Yeah, absolutely. We're going to be reading some Am I the Asshole posts and discussing.
Hey! So if you don't know what Am I the Asshole is, because I know we have some 60 and up listeners.
Which is crazy.
I just really want to know who that is, because the age ranges on our viewers is crazy, or listeners, whatever. It's a Reddit, what would you call it, like, community? It's it's a page on Reddit where people like tell their story and ask if they're the asshole in the situation, or if someone else is. Okay. So we're going to read and review.
Yeah. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I can go first. This one's kind of long, so hang in there with me.
That's okay.
It's all good, though. All right. This one is called, Am I the Asshole for Rotating My Son's Toys?
Okay. All right.
I'm going to read it. Hello,
right.
I, 22 female, am trying to understand if I'm in the wrong. I, 22 female.
Okay, keep going, sorry.
Okay, 22 female, am trying to understand if I'm in the wrong for doing something I do with my son's toys. According to my aunt, 57, I am a major ass. So, it's a woman who's already got a kid at 22, which scares me. Yeah. But
I am 20? No. Nope.
Yeah. And then her aunt, who is 57, is calling her a major ass. So, let's figure out why. Oh, go ahead.
Here's my thing. Already, like, yes, there's a huge, like, generation gap there. Mm-hmm. I think there's nothing wrong with having opinions. I think there needs to be more of a recognition of, like, there are generational differences, especially in families, and, like, that needs to be noticed and respected within those individuals.
Mm-hmm. Also,
so
like,
let's see what the aunt says, but
I'm all for, like, giving guidance on parenting, especially for, like, new parents or young parents, but when it's unwanted, like, telling someone how to parent their own child, like, I guarantee you the parent knows that child better than you.
Also, don't mom shame. Like, everyone
Yeah.
parents differently.
Literally.
Don't mom shame. Especially
Literally.
young moms, especially single moms. Don't do
Mhm.
it.
Yeah.
It's none of your business.
All right, I'm going to read the actual story now.
Okay, yes, keep going.
So my son, who I will call V, is just under a year old. He is very curious and always wants new and fun things to do, as do many kids. When he was around 5 months, I came up with the idea of rotating his toys, giving him a few, then about a week later, changing them out for other ones. I have a 3-week rotation that I do every can she write? I have a 3-week rotation that I do so every 3 weeks. He gets the same toys, but he thinks they are new, or at the very least is interested in them. So essentially she like trades out his toys. So he'll play with like 5 for 1 week, and then after 3 weeks she'll switch them out. Now when I first saw this post, I thought it meant like she was like picking up the toy and rotating it like 30 degrees. So I was like, wait, we gotta talk about this one. She's just moving the toys and the aunt is pissed.
She's gaslighting her child.
Okay, V is obsessed with Star Wars. He loves to watch it, loves the lightsabers and Vader's voice. Recently, I got him a Vader doll that when you pressed a button, he said something and his red lightsaber lit up and made the noise. He loves it. Normally, I wait to add new toys to the rotation, but sometimes my excitement gets the better of me. My aunt recently visited and brought with her one of those noise and light up fire trucks that are about a foot tall. Oh, that sounds like a nightmare. I told her, I told her how much I love it and how much he would like it. I immediately went to put it in my closet and she stopped me and asked why I wasn't giving it to V. I explained to her what I said above, that I rotate toys and would give him this next rotation because he already got a fun new light up toy. She went off. She claimed that I was a horrible mother for depriving my son of toys and that children should choose what to play with. When she said that, I became kind of snarky and said, when he can wipe his own ass, he can choose his own toys. And that might have made me kind of an ass. She ripped the fire truck from my hands and dropped it in front of my son, saying that he will always have access to any toys she buys for him, and they were exempt from the rotation. I said, no, I'm not going to remember all the toys you brought, and I don't want him having a bunch of sound toys at the same time because it overwhelms me and him. She said if I don't exempt him, she will take back all the toys she got him and bring them to her house so he can play. I told her to take the truck and leave, but she did not, without calling me an abuser and a horrible bitch. What is going on? Am I the asshole for rotating my son's toys?
No.
What do you think?
No.
And certainly not an abuser.
No, yeah, that's way too far.
That's crazy.
I saw, like, okay, for some reason I'm on, like, kid TikTok and parenting TikTok.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I nanny a baby. Maybe that's it. Maybe the internet thinks I have a child.
You essentially do.
I essentially do. She's wonderful. Shout out to Hattie. Girl. Can't even talk. I love you so much. Anyway. Yeah, I just lost my entire train of thought. Oh, okay.
TikTok.
Yes. I see, like, a lot of parenting TikTok for some reason. I think it's very interesting. But I have seen moms who talk about, like, rotating their kids' toys because as kids are growing and developing, like, different brain functions are changing out, different interests are changing out, and they're just fascinated by everything, and they want to, like, see as much as they can. Also, they're young, and they're not gonna, like, if you take a toy away from them for 3 weeks, they're not necessarily gonna remember it unless it's, like, a favorite toy.
Yeah.
And you put it back. I thought this was gonna have something to do with the Darth Vader doll. Like, I thought she was gonna try to take it away from him to rotate, and he was gonna be upset because he loved it. Obviously, that's, like, a different scenario. I think if a kid gets attached to a toy, you maybe shouldn't take it away.
Yeah, just give it to him.
But obviously that's not what this is about at all.
Yeah.
I think...
I was listening to another podcast that was talking about, like, children don't need as many toys as we think they do, and they don't need the most elaborate, like, light up sounds, because they're always gonna just, like, enjoy a cardboard box over it. They're just they're gonna enjoy whatever their parent is doing. If their parent is cooking, they're gonna want to cook themselves. Like,
they have huge imaginations. Like, that wasn't English. Imaginations.
It sounded right to me.
All right, I glitched.
Keep going, girl.
Anyway.
Push through.
They have huge imaginations, and they just want to, like, they're going to be happy with, you know, whatever they can find and whatever they can make stories with and whatever.
Yeah.
Me, as I'm sitting here with my, like, little building block fidget toys. I think it wasn't handled very well. I think the aunt and the mom both said some not great things.
Yeah.
But that also, like, I get that happens. Like, we say things we don't mean sometimes.
Yeah.
But also, I kind of understand how, like, if the aunt was visiting, maybe she doesn't live very close to them, like, of course she's gonna want to see him play with a new toy that
I can see
him.
like bringing a kid a toy and then like not even getting to give that kid the toy. Like the mom just takes it and stuffs it in a closet, so that kid's not going to know that you went out of your way to get them a little toy. Right. But also at the same time, like, she didn't have to go off like that.
Yeah, and like she has a system, and again, like, it kind of goes back to, like, don't mom shame.
Also, light up toys are so annoying. Like, I totally get not wanting your kid to have more than one light up toy.
Right. Also, like, I'm seeing the intrigue of Am I the Asshole now? I mean, I always think they're fun. But, like, as we're discussing, my mind keeps changing.
Yeah.
That's because my first instinct was, no, she's not the asshole. And I still don't think she is. But I'm seeing different sides to all of it, which is like, kind of interesting.
It's almost like things are nuanced.
It's almost like not everything is black and white. What?
Oh my god. We're really, like, discovering new things every day on this podcast.
I know. Do we want to conclude that one?
Yeah. I say she's not the asshole.
I say she's not the asshole. I kind of get where the aunt's coming from, but also chill. Also, the kid is not going to remember this.
Yeah. Also, calling her an abuser was way out of pocket, and for that, I say she's not the asshole.
I would maybe have a little more sympathy if she was not called an abuser. Okay. Let me pull up some of the ones I found. Some of them are a little bit shorter.
That's okay.
This one is a very obvious answer, but I think this story is insane.
Okay, go for it.
So it's kind of short too. So I'm really excited to see your reaction for this one. Okay. This one is called Am I the Asshole? The Girlfriend Who Dared to Menstruate. If you don't know what menstruating is, I hope you do. But if you don't,
if you don't know what menstruating is.
Okay, wait. I don't know why I would say that. I hope everyone
it's for our listeners over 60.
I was gonna say it's for our younger listeners because I was thinking about my sister, but they're like 16. Like,
your sister. Wait, Sophie and Caroline, do you know what menstruating is? Make sure to let us know after this podcast because we need to get you on that, girl. You need to know what that is.
Okay. That was embarrassing for me. Okay.
No, it was funny.
Everyone pretend that didn't happen.
Close your ears.
Okay. So, my 24 female boyfriend, 28 male, is really protective over his furniture. I assume it's because they're white. If you have white furniture, that's where you're going wrong in the first place.
I know.
This really shows when I'm on my period. My boyfriend does humiliating things like placing sheets on all of the chairs and lounges.
Oh
I feel like if I were to leak, I'd just leak through the sheets anyway. And makes me sleep in the guest bedroom on the first 2 days of my period.
What?
My heaviest days. And then he even asks me about when was the last time I changed my tampon.
Hello?
I'm a grown woman who has had her period since the age of 12. I don't need somebody to remind me to change a tampon. When he does this, I just feel embarrassed, and it gives me the vibe that he cares more about materialistic objects than me. I'm not even allowed to cuddle him during my period. He acts like I'm just a gushing waterfall or something. I started my period yesterday, and as I expected, the sheets come out. I decided to put my foot down and take all the sheets off the furniture, which got my boyfriend irritated, to which I told him he needs to stop treating me like a leaking juice box. He's saying that I have no right to prevent him from keeping his expensive furniture clean and that I'm the one acting like a jerk. I need to know, am I the asshole? Absolutely not.
Babe, you are not the asshole.
No.
What? Here's the thing, like, when you're on your period, like, not a lot of people leak. Like, that you gotta have a real heavy flow to leak through your pad and your underwear and your pants.
If you do, like, maybe not on white furniture, but, like, you can get that out.
Yeah.
Just about anything.
Exactly.
Also, like, to go as far to make her sleep in the guest bedroom and, like, won't cuddle her.
Yeah, that just seems like he's
like,
disgusted.
what?
Like, you're a grown man. Get over it, or, like...
And, like,
break
trying
up.
to... Don't date women if you have a problem with periods. I mean,
Yeah.
that's not really something you can ever get away from.
You can go date a man. Go date a man.
Go.
I guarantee it's more gross. That's
even
crazy.
let her sleep next to him or like hold her. Like,
I don't
what?
like that. That's so annoying. Yeah.
Anyway,
okay. The conclusion is break up with him. Dump him.
Yeah, absolutely.
not-
Immediately.
That's awful.
I just wanted to tell that. Also, I didn't read it all the way through, so I was very surprised when we got to the guest bedroom part.
Leaky juice box.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
I have so much like spit in my mouth today.
I do too. Do you have water?
I have a little bit. I might need to go fill it up in a little bit, but
Okay.
okay. This one is called Am I the Asshole for Banning My Younger Sister from Camping? We both have younger sisters, so I thought this would be a fun one.
What? I'm sorry.
Hello?
I stopped paying attention.
I saw you scrolling over there on the computer. I was like, did you hear me?
Sorry. Can you repeat that?
Okay. Am I the asshole for banning my younger sister from camping? I thought this one was helpful because we both have younger sisters.
Thank you for reiterating that.
You're welcome.
I hate camp. I've never been camping. I can't say I hate camping.
I think camping's fun, although I went on a camping trip once and we were going on a hike and I got lost and separated from the group for over an hour. So
That's terrifying.
it was awful. It was the worst experience ever. And I thought there was a bear outside of my tent.
Oh my god.
I thought the world was ending. So
I'm glad you made it.
although last episode I mentioned my crafting woodworking arc that I'm about to enter.
Okay.
So maybe I will get into camping. Who knows?
I'll go camping with you. Maybe.
Okay, yeah, we should. We should build a Viking house together
Oh my gosh, we should.
with just hand tools. I'll bring the tools up. That they'll let me have those on the plane, right?
Probably not, but we'll find ways around it.
No, I think I could bring a hatchet.
Probably.
You have to charge something?
Yeah, I have to charge my phone. I'm gonna go
Okay.
grab my charger while you start the story.
Okay. My younger sister, female 19, has come to live with me, male 25. Oh, this is from a man's perspective. Okay. This changes it a little bit for me.
Oh, I'm really far from my microphone.
My younger sister has come to live with me during her summer vacation from college. As our parents live overseas, I've been sort of tasked with looking out for her. I try not to be overly protective and aim to be the cool older brother rather than a helicopter parent. After all, she is an adult. My sister told our parents that she planned on hanging out with her friends for a few days and that they would not leave our city. Our parents thought it would be perfectly fine and agreed to it. The problem started when my sister told me that she actually planned to go camping with some of her friends, female 19, female 20, and female 20. I was cool with it and asked her to keep her cell phone on her so that she could call me if she needed to. She said that she and her friends planned on leaving behind all technology as they wanted the fullest experience. OMG, that sounds blissful, but not as a woman. Don't leave all your technology
Not
behind.
as a woman.
I thought this was a bad idea and strongly recommended that at least one of them keep a phone, to which my sister responded they'd think about it. The day before the planned trip, my sister said that they'd be joined by several more people, some of whom she described as a little sketchy. Ooh, I told her that was a really bad idea and that she and her friends should consider uninviting anyone they thought was sketchy. I also insisted that she take her phone. My sister flat out refused all this and said I was being too controlling. I got annoyed and said that if she wasn't willing to compromise, then she wasn't going on the trip. She started yelling at me and called our parents, telling them I was preventing her from seeing her friends. I told them how she planned on going camping with sketchy people, and my parents also refused to let her go. After the call ended, my sister started yelling at me again and said I was annihilating her social life. Am I the asshole? But wait, there's an update. My sis and her friends were supposed to head out last night. However, sis never went. This morning, my sister told me that 2 of her friends who planned on going canceled as well. This was because some guy in his 40s, who they had never met before, somehow inserted himself into the group of people going. Apparently, he was invited by someone. This man wanted to the leader of the group. What does this mean? Oh, this man wanted to be the leader of the group and planned on going somewhere more remote that was initially agreed upon. He then told my sister's friends that he would hold on to everyone's cell phones so that they could all get the most out of the trip and technology. My sister agrees that it was a little creepy, but still says I'm an ass for snitching to mom and dad, even though she was the one who called in the first place.
No. Not
what do you think?
asshole.
Not the asshole? My only thing is, like, I would have done the same thing, like, look out for your younger sister if she's going with sketchy people. No, I'm not going to let you go without a phone. But also she's 19, so, like, how much say do you really have in what she does?
That's true, but also,
especially,
like, in terms of, like, they were trying to keep the parents in the loop and stuff, too.
Yeah, especially, like, if he's not her parent, but I do get, like, I mean, I would have done the same thing.
Yeah. Like, at the end of the day, at least have a phone on you.
Yeah, and if a 40-year-old man is going and insists on holding your phone, don't go.
Yeah, that's like, if you don't know, even if you trust who invited him, that's still a terrible idea.
And if he suggests a more remote place, no thank you.
That's creepy.
If a 40-year-old man is going on your camping trip, you should not be going. Unless that man is your dad.
I was about to say. Also, just a warning for my favorite editor, Lucy.
Oh boy.
I'm playing with these little, like, puzzle piece building block things that my mom sent me.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Mom. But I dumped them out, like, all over my desk while you were telling that, and I could see the little lines of my audio.
No. Okay,
there might just be some rustling.
That's okay. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
I'll try to edit it out.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, you want to do your last one?
Yeah, let's do it.
Is that your last one, or do you have another one?
I have, like, a bunch pulled up.
Okay, you just decide which one is the best.
They're all kind of not great.
Okay.
Okay, do we want a family one, a parenting one, a relationship one, or, like, a money one?
Let's do another
or a
relationship
wedding one.
Oh,
Should
do
we
the
do a
wedding
wedding
one.
one?
Do the wedding one.
Okay. I haven't read through this one, so we're gonna see how this goes.
All right.
It's called The Justified Bride. Me. Okay. So I, 27 female, am getting married to my fiancé, 27 male, in a little under 3 weeks. Everything has been going amazing with the planning, and I'm ecstatic for the day. My best friend, Cassie, whom I've been friends with since we were 10 years old, is my maid of honor. She is truly one of the sweetest people I've ever met and has stuck with me through everything. She's been the biggest help in planning this whole ordeal, and I wouldn't trade her for the world. However, I've never been the biggest fan of her girlfriend, Sophie. Cassie and Sophie. I always show her respect and try to include her in things, but she's a huge introvert, and sometimes it can come off as disrespect in return. Cassie's own words. So Cassie said that about Sophie.
Okay.
But they always seem to be very happy together, so I hope she warms up to me a little in time. They've only been together for only a year and a half. Only a year and a half?
And they're getting married?
No. Cassie and Sophie have been together for a year and a half. Cassie's best friends with the bride. The bride doesn't love Sophie.
Oh, okay, got it.
Sophie's been in the picture for a year and a half, and she's like, oh, well, I hope she warms up to me
She still hasn't warmed up? That's crazy.
Yeah. Also, there's nothing wrong with being an introvert, and if it comes off as disrespectful, maybe that's how you're interpreting. Anyway, I don't know. We'll get into it. Okay, several days ago, Sophie approached me asking me if I'd be okay if she proposed during my reception.
Oh my god. Okay,
She claimed...
Wait, hold on. Can I pause right here? I hate it when people propose during someone else's wedding. That is their day. Why would you take the attention off of the bride? Because all she's trying to do is serve and slay and, like, be, like, a shining star for the day. Why would you take the attention off of her?
It's her
gets
day.
Under my skin. No,
for Sophie, who she's the girlfriend, the one who isn't that close to the bride. Like, for her to ask her that's huge.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
She claimed it would be a great way for Cassie and I to bond more, having our weddings linked and all of that. Not that we need any more time to bond. She's already my other half. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, you don't have to have a proposal at your wedding just to prove you're best friends.
Right.
You better not. If you get married before me, which I'm assuming you probably will, I'm not gonna be proposing at your wedding.
Thank you. I won't propose at yours.
And I hope. I was about to say.
Yeah. If you beat me to it,
I doubt.
Unless we marry each other.
Real, and then then we couldn't propose. The light just that just shined into my eyes when you said that.
You got so... I wasn't sure what your reaction to that would be. Was that a proposal? The world will never know.
Go ahead.
Okay. I shut down the idea immediately, and Sophie got all pissy with me and left. She said something along the lines of, I don't need your permission anyway, and walked out the door. This made me fearful that she'd attempt it anyway, so I went to Cassie. I think, okay, there's so much more, so I'm going to try to save my opinions.
Okay.
Needless to say, Cassie was mad. I never really see her get angry, but she was livid. She apologized profusely and said she couldn't believe Sophie would ever think of doing something like that, and that was the end of the conversation. However, 2 days ago, I got another call from Sophie berating me for spoiling her plan to propose and was informed that Cassie would be attending the wedding by herself and is currently not speaking to her. I was concerned that wasn't the entire story, so I called Cassie. She was a mess, and she was staying with her parents, and disinvited Sophie as her +1 because she was scared Sophie would have proposed anyway, given the chance, and she didn't want to ruin my wedding. I told her to come stay with me for a while instead, and she showed up several hours later, still a complete mess. She said that she and Sophie had a huge fight, and she was reconsidering whether or not she wanted to stay in this relationship. According to Cassie, these huge fights are a common occurrence. I feel awful for ruining her proposal and potentially ruining her relationship. Cassie has been picking herself up in front of me and continuing to be great with the last-minute to-dos, but I've caught her crying while I'm not around. I love her, and I don't want her to resent me for this. So I need to know, am I the asshole, and is there anything I can do to fix this?
I love Cassie. She seems like an angel.
I know. Wow.
That's crazy. That's my thing, like... I would have been fine if Sophie had asked, but then, like, was like, oh, okay, yeah, I get that. I get that that would be weird, especially for me to propose. But the fact that she said I could do it anyway, like, ew, no.
Like, of course, like...
Also, as an introvert, I would not want that much attention at someone else's wedding.
No, not at all. Also, she, like, absolutely should have gone to Cassie. I think that was... the right thing to do.
Yeah, no, she's not the asshole.
I think the bride handled it really well. I think, honestly, like, if big fights like that are a common occurrence...
then I don't... Especially if you're, like, fighting about, like, a proposal.
Right.
I don't know if that relationship's gonna work out. I wish there was an update. That's the one thing about these.
Let me see if I can find an
update.
Oh, edit! Okay, there's an update. I went to Cassie with all of your comments and she broke down. We had a long moment where Cassie finally told me how Sophie really treated her. She hadn't previously because she didn't want people to hate her girlfriend. I won't share details for Cassie's privacy, but needless to say, I no longer respect Sophie. I held her hand as she called Sophie to finally end things. Cassie will be staying with me for a few weeks while we get her things from their shared apartment and find her a new place to stay. I've even asked her to house sit during our honeymoon, more for her benefit than mine, but I won't share that bit with her. As many of you have said, I know I'm incredibly lucky to have Cassie in my life, and I'm so glad to be helping her into a new chapter of her life. We will be going out for dinner and drinks tomorrow with my fiance and a couple of mutual friends. On me, of course, as a huge thank you for everything she's done. Thank you for all your kind comments. We'll be sure next time to find Cassie a partner as sweet as she is.
I'm so happy it ended that way. I'm so sad for Cassie, though.
Yeah, all the comments are like, not an asshole. These arguments are bad. This needs to end.
Yeah. I'm glad she's out of the relationship.
Me too. That sounded not great. That ended up being a crazy one. I hadn't read that one before.
That was a good one. Good choice.
Crazy. Thank you.
All
We
right.
are at 48 minutes.
We're at 48.
This is crazy. That went by really fast.
Yeah, it really did.
Oh my gosh. Also, Caroline was telling me that apparently, so she showed the podcast to one of her friends, and her friend said our voices are really soothing and not annoying, which, like,
that's a shock to me.
I know. And Caroline said she listened to the episode like 2 times the day it came out, and then she wanted to listen to it again, like, at night. And she said she fell asleep listening because our voices like soothed her to sleep.
She's an angel for that. Aww.
I know, for real.
That's so sweet.
It's crazy.
Well, I thank you for that, because I, like, those 4 hours were excruciating editing it, because I was like, no way am I posting this because my voice is so gross and annoying.
I didn't realize. I actually was kind of okay listening. It didn't bother me as much as I thought it was.
Good. I think.
Thank you for all your hard work on that. I think it sounded really great.
Oh, I love doing it.
The 7 minutes of silence were like kind of made the whole thing.
I was like, I accidentally posted it early too, and I sent it to Amelia. I was like, can you listen to this and just make sure it's okay real quick, because I'm at my wit's end with this piece of media. I cannot listen to it one more time.
Like, I'm listening, but then I saw, like, on our side, it looked like it was posted, so I was like, girl, it's out. But it sounds great.
But there is a 7-minute break. It was because...
And then you were like, do you want me to fix it and repost it? And, like, right after you said that, my sister texted us, like, oh my god, that episode's so good.
I was like, it's too late. It's too late.
It's too late now.
And next time, I'm just going to wait to post it instead of trying to set a time for it to post, because it posted early and I don't want to, like, risk it again.
Yeah. What are we thinking for next week?
I have no idea. I do want to say, if you want to email us at babblethepodcast@gmail.com, maybe some funny stories, and we can read those.
Oh my gosh, that would be so fun. We can, like, react to people's stories. All anonymous, of course. You can DM us, too.
Yeah, you can DM us on Instagram as well, because we will see it, because we have 47 followers, so.
Yeah. Also, maybe we'll set up, like, a little story poll where, like, drop any, like, questions, comments, stories, anything you want us to talk about. Maybe we could just have, like, a response episode where we kind of like, interact with you guys. That'd be cool.
We could do that this next week or the next week, depending on how many we get. That sounds good to me. Yeah, babblethepodcast@gmail.com, or what is our Instagram?
Babble the Podcast.
Babble the Podcast. We should have said this at the beginning of the episode, but we'll know. We know now for next time.
Yeah. We have a little link tree in our bio with, like, all the places you can listen.
Yeah.
We're on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts. I'm working on Google Podcasts, but it's kind of a pain in the ass for some reason.
I know. I'm working on YouTube as well, but it is also not working for me.
So we're working on that, but we'll drop contact info and stuff in the link tree so you can find us.
Hey, I'm so excited.
Yeah, thank you guys for being here. Our babies.
Thank you, babies. This episode was really good. I was excited.
I know.
That was so good.
I'm kind of loving this. I think it's just so fun. It's given me stuff to look forward to. And
yeah, it's a good way for us to catch up too, because we have to schedule a FaceTime call every week now.
We're like little business meetings. It's like Sunday, 12:30.
I love how I'm like more of like an editing girl and you're like the
You're
social
killing
media.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I love it.
I will say I felt so bad because you spent so long editing, but then Friday, like after it dropped, I spent so much time on like the link tree and posting
Literally,
and like getting us on Apple Podcasts and stuff, which is insane to like even obviously like when I say seeing our podcast next to big podcasts, it's just like in my recently listened podcast. Yeah. But seeing it like up next to other things is really cool. Just the
it's
fact
so
that, like,
cool.
We brought it to life. And I love it.
It did take a year,
it's
but
so fun.
Yeah,
it's
I'm really excited.
Here. Yeah. Thank you all for listening. We're so happy you're here.
Thank you, and we love you, babies.
We love you.
We hope you have
so much planned.
A wonderful Friday, a wonderful week.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week. Oh, I gotta sing us out. What should I sing?
Oh, go for it.
Thank you.
Oh, yes. Yeah, you go and I'll snap along.
Thank you for listening to Babble. Yeah.
Ooh, that was so good. That was wonderful.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for singing us out.
Love you guys.
We love you.
Have a great week. Mwah, mwah.